Hi friends, this is the latest India State of the Forest Reserve report, and from here we will pick some of the data, most of things which we have done, but some of the data which can come for the preliminary examination. So the first thing of the data is, you remember that India mein the forest and the tree cover has increased by 5,081 square kilometer. So that means there has been increase in the tree cover. UPSC may ask you a simple question whether the increase, where there has been increased or decreased. You remember it has increased by somewhere around 5,000 square kilometers. According to the India State of the Forest report released here today means in the month of December, the total forest and tree cover is around 79 million hectares, which is not important, but which accounts for 24.16% of the total geographical area of the country. So remember how much forest and tree cover we are having. We are having 24% of the total geographical area of the country. This is the forest and tree cover. We are having is the 24.16% of the total geographical area of the country. What is our goal? Goal is 33%. The reality is 24.16%. Now this already we have done. Madhya Pradesh has the largest area of the largest forest cover of 77,462 kilometers, followed by Arunachal Pradesh and then Chhattisgarh. After that, what are the states? Orissa and Maharashtra. After that, Orissa and Maharashtra. But I did not give you a ranking of the states as per the percentage of area under forest. What I told you, it's Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Nagaland and Andaman Nicobar has the maximum highest percentage of area under forest. But remember here, Mizoram has the highest percentage of forest cover of 88%. That means, remember, no state in India has more than 90% forest cover. After that, it is followed by Lakshadweep, but don't remember Lakshadweep because Lakshadweep as such is such a small area that uska forests are negligible. Then the report says that around 15 states and the union territories have about 33% of its geographical area under forest. So goal has been achieved by how many states? 15 states have been achieved. So UPSC can ask you a simple question that around 50% of the states have an area under 33% of the forest cover. States and union territories. 50% of states and union territories. How many states we have and how many union territories we have is 15%. Uska 15 states is the 15 states uska half or less than half. So 29 plus 7, it is less. Not even 50% of the states have this area under forest and states and union territories have. Not only states, we are writing about the 15 states and the UTs. Out of this 15, 7 states and union territories have around more than 75% of area under forest. Now, if you want to remember, if you don't want to remember, I am giving you a choice. But better if you remember it. That is Mizoram, obviously, we have done it. Lakshadweep, we have done it. Andaman Nicobar Islands, we did in the previous lecture. Arunachal Pradesh, we did in the previous lecture. Nagaland, Manipur, we have done this. One more state you have to add is Meghalaya, have more than 75% of the forest cover. So Mizoram, Mizoram, Arunachal, Nagaland and Andaman Nicobar Islands are having more than 80% of area under forest. We have already done. What the report says, Lakshadweep 5th, 6th is Manipur, 7th is Meghalaya. In Saroka is more than 75%. So a question can come in the examination that how many forests, identify the states which are having more than 75% of its area under forest. How to remember it? 4 we already know from the previous lecture, that Andaman Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. ये जो दो islands हैं, इसमें more than 80% of the forest is and 80% of the area is under forest. States में Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland and Mizoram are the 3 states which are having more than 80% of its area under the forest. So 3 plus 2 becomes 5. So the remaining 2 states which have around 75 to 80% of the area under forest is Manipur and Meghalaya. Manipur and Meghalaya. Remember the 3 states जिनमें more than 80% of area is under forest is 88% is Mizoram. उसके बाद it is Arunachal Pradesh. उसके बाद it is Nagaland. Now let us look at the from where do we have the Indian State of Forest report is based on what? It is based on the interpretation of some sensors, which is a topic of remote sensing of a satellite known as ResourceSat satellite. So remember, this is an remote sensing satellite. This is a remote sensing satellite. And remember, the remote sensing satellites can be used for studying the forest cover. If it can be used for studying the forest cover, it can be used for studying the cropping pattern of the country, the different crops of the country, floods and droughts के कारण damage to the country, rainfall or hailstorms के कारण damage to the country. And this is what UPSC will ask in science and technology, that the remote sensing satellites are used to study what? Forest cover, yes. Cropping pattern, yes. Agar forest cover it can study, obviously it can study the cropping pattern. Damage due to floods to the crops, agricultural crops, floods and other natural disasters, yes. Now telecommunication, no, it is not there in this. Okay, so do study very well and try to enlarge your knowledge, revise the lectures again and again, and enjoy the studies with me. Thank you very much.